Well, as you may know, Steph Curry, one of the best players in the NBA, he's also one of the league's top liberal voices. But when it comes to low-income housing, don't put it near its home.
Curry and his wife Aisha opposing a multi-family development that's set to be built next to their $30 million California mansion. The Currys sending a letter to Atherton officials saying the three-story townhouse is an invasion of privacy.
Yeah, let's bring in our panel to discuss. Newsmax contributor, Project 21 member Deneen Borelli, and Project 21 member Whitley Yates. Whitley, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts on this? I could probably argue this either way.
We could argue it either way if they were rational people, but the truth is that Steph Curry is so far left and liberal that he's created this hypocrisy of what we have now. Someone who clearly fights for those who are marginalized and underrepresented, as long as you're not near my community, as long as you don't go near my home, as long as my property values are not impacted. And so there's just a level of hypocrisy when you've spent so much of your time decrying and fighting for the low-income community that you don't want near your $30 million mansion.
Yeah, and Deneen, even the Currys, they seem to have realized how ridiculous this sounds. They added in the letter, we hesitate to add to the not in our backyard rhetoric, but we wanted to send a note before today's meeting. Safety and privacy for us and our kids continues to be our top priority and one of the biggest reasons we chose to live in Atherton. Does it sound like they're trying then to hide behind their celebrity, saying, oh, no, we need the privacy. It's about the kids, Deneen?
Yeah, I was laughing the entire time I was reading about this, and I agree with Whitley. And look, George Orwell's Animal Farm never gets old. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. And so here's my little violin for the Currys. I mean, they want the government to put up a fence. They want the government to put up trees so the people can't see them. Yeah, it's elite limousine liberals. That's what we're seeing here, and it's just funny.
Yeah, and quickly, I wanted to get your take on this story. Connecticut woman recently opened a new breakfast cafe, but fears she may already. It may have been ruined over the cafe's name. She named it Woke. She just meant, you're waking up, that you're, I don't know. I don't even know grammatically how you would use that. But
I just woke up.
Okay,
right?
Woke. Then why not woke up? Woke, awakened. I've never been good on the awakened woke controversy. So, Deneen, I'll let you get me out of this. I guess that's what you get when you. It seems like you would have known. Here's a look at the restaurant. Looks perfectly fine.
Well, being the geek that I am, I looked up the word woke, and the first definition is about woke, wokeism, wokest, and who could outwoke the other woke.
Wow.
So the second definition was the past tense. It's really outrageous how words have been hijacked. I'm a marketing major. I like the title Woke Cafe. I think it was very, very ingenious.
But you'd also assume that then there are certain people who are just not going to go there, who assume that she intended something else. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Also want to get your take on this quickly before we go. Speaking of woke, the AT&T DirecTV dropping Newsmax, although more than just woke, I mean, we're really talking about potential censorship here. People are angry about woke companies closing down, censoring conservative media, so much so that over 50,000 people called 8777 to cancel DirecTV after you could say DirecTV and AT&T canceled Newsmax on their platform. Whitley, your thoughts on that before we go?
Yeah, I canceled AT&T a long time ago with some of the shenanigans that they were pulling on a corporate level. I'm really disappointed in their censorship of Newsmax through DirecTV, and I think that everyone needs to stand together in this level of censorship, and we should all employ and love the First Amendment. So call AT&T right away.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Whitley Yates, Deneen Borelli, thank you. And of course, we just told you, and I'm sure you've heard, AT&T's DirecTV last Wednesday removed Newsmax from 13 million homes. It was censorship, and this is the second conservative channel they have canceled in a year, claiming they're saving you money. But that's simply not true. DirecTV is keeping 22 liberal news channels that cost you much more than Newsmax, and those channels have lower ratings than we do. Former President Trump is urging Americans, if you're a DirecTV subscriber, to cancel them. We saw one of our viewers switching out his DirecTV for a dish. He also says if you're an AT&T customer, you could also cancel their cell phone service and internet. Tens of thousands of people called them last week. Support free speech, support us here at Newsmax, and oppose censorship. All you have to do is give DirecTV a call today, or also sign our petition at iwantnewsmax.com. It'll only take a few minutes, and we really appreciate all of your support. Thank you.